Rush Hour is a 1998 American action comedy film directed by Brett Ratner and scripted by Jim Koof and Ross LaManna. The narrative unfolds around two incongruent police officers assigned to rescue the daughter of a Chinese diplomat. The starring roles were played by Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker. The film achieved significant success, spawning two sequels, Rush Hour 2 in 2002 and Rush Hour 3 in 2007. It's indisputable that Rush Hour stands as one of the premier films of its era and continues to be recognized as one of the outstanding cinematic works of the 1990s. The ensemble cast of Rush Hour was expansive, and in this video, we'll highlight some of the cast members who have since passed away. Join us on our channel for more videos of this nature, and don't forget to express your support by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Elizabeth Pena. Elizabeth Pena played a key role among the main ensemble in the 1998 movie Rush Hour. Pena portrayed Detective Johnson, a LAPD officer and aspiring bomb squad technician. Tragically, she passed away on October 14, 2014, at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, California, at the age of 55. The cause of her demise, as indicated on her death certificate, was cirrhosis of the liver due to alcohol, leading to acute gastrointestinal bleeding, cardiogenic shock, and cardiac arrest. Pena, born on September 23, 1959, in Elizabeth, New Jersey, was raised by her Cuban immigrant parents. Her father, Mario, a playwright, director, actor, and designer in their native Cuba, established the Latin American Theater Ensemble after building a life for the family in New York. A founding member of the Hispanic Organization of Latin Actors in 1975. She graduated from New York's High School of Performing Arts in 1977. Ving Rhames and Esai Morales, her classmates, would later join her in films such as Jacob's Ladder, La Bamba, and Resurrection Blavdi. Pena made her cinematic debut in 1979 in El Super, a moving and melancholy comedy about a family of lower-middle-class Cuban refugees attempting to adjust to life in Spanish Harlem. Collaborating again with director Leon Ichazo in his next feature, Crossover Dreams, she appeared in various films including Nothing Like the Holidays, La Bamba, Down and Out in Beverly Hills, Jacob's Ladder, Lone Star, Batteries Not Included, Blue Steel, 1997's Gridlocked as ER admissions person under the name Elizabeth Ann Dickinson, Vibes, and Rush Hour. In 2002, she starred in Showtime's Resurrection BLVD as Tia Bibi Corrades in the episode Justicia, which she also directed. In 2003, she appeared in and directed It Was Fun While It Lasted, an episode of The Brothers Garcia. Pena also lent her voice to Mirage in Pixar's animated film The Incredibles. She guest-starred in the 18th episode of Season 2 of Numb Thurs as Sonia Benavides, and in Season 4 of Modern Family as Pilar, the Colombian mother of Gloria Pritchett. Despite being fluent in Spanish, she did not provide her own voice for Spanish releases. Pena was also recognized for her role in I Married Dora, a sitcom in 1987, as Dora Calderon, the title character. She also starred in John Sayles' produced, critically acclaimed but short-lived television series, Shannon's Deal, 1989-1991. In 1996, Sayles wrote and directed the mystery film Lone Star, and once again cast her in a co-starring role, earning her the 1996 Independent Spirit Award for Best Supporting Actress and a Bravo Award for Outstanding Actress in a feature film from the National Council of La Raza. Pena married television producer William Stephen Kibler in 1988, and their marriage ended in divorce. In 1994, Pena married Hans Rolla, with whom she had two children, Joey and Kaylin. Chris Penn. Chris Penn is another member of the ensemble from the film Rush Hour, who has passed away. Penn, known for portraying Clive, passed away in 2006 at the tender age of 40 due to heart disease. Born in Los Angeles, California, to Leo Penn, an actor and director, and Eileen Ryan, an actress, he had Jewish immigrant grandparents from Lithuania and Russia on his father's side, while his mother was a Catholic of Italian and Irish descent. His older siblings include actor Sean Penn and musician Michael Penn. Penn commenced his acting journey at the age of 12 at the Loft Studio and made his debut in the 1979 film Charlie and the Talking Buzzard alongside Christopher Hanks. In 1983, he featured in Francis Ford Coppola's youth drama, Rumble Fish, and played a role in the high school football drama, All the Right Moves, as the best friend of Tom Cruise's character. His credits also include the hit dance movie Footloose in 1984 as the best friend of Kevin Bacon's character, a villainous role in Clint Eastwood's western Pale Rider, 1985, and a co-starring role with his brother Sean Penn and mother Eileen Ryan in At Close Range, 1986. Penn, a black belt in karate, appeared in the 1989 film Best of the Best as Travis Brickley, a confident member of the U.S. karate team facing off against the team from Korea. He reprised this role in 1993's Best of the Best 2. Two standout performances were in Quentin Tarantino-written scripts, Reservoir Dogs as Nice Guy Eddie and True Romance as Nicky Dimes. In 1996, he earned the Best Supporting Actor award at the Venice Film Festival for The Funeral. Penn had a guest role in a 1990 episode of The Young Riders, where he portrayed a villain and met his demise at the hands of Josh Brolin's character, James Butler, Jimmy Hickok. In Robert Altman's 1993 ensemble film Shortcuts, Penn portrayed a troubled swimming pool cleaner disturbed by his wife's profession as a telephone sex worker. In 2001, he was slated to appear in American Pie 2 as Steve Stifler's father, but his scenes were eventually cut. Penn continued with roles in Corky Romano, alongside Peter Berg and Murder by Numbers, with Sandra Bullock, playing a fall guy in a criminal conspiracy. In 2003, Penn featured in a Will and Grace episode titled Fanilow, portraying Barry Manilow's tour director romantically interested in Will. He also appeared in a 2004 episode of Law & Order Criminal Intent, Death Row, and lent his voice to crooked officer Eddie Pulaski in the 2004 video game Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Penn played himself in a 2005 episode of the HBO series Entourage. His last appearance was in the Darwin Awards, which premiered at the Sundance Film Festival the day after his passing. Max von Sydow. Max von Sydow is another ensemble member who has passed away. Sydow portrayed the character Raymond and contributed to enhancing the film with his distinctive acting prowess. Max von Sydow passed away on March 8, 2020, at his residence in Provence, France, at the age of 90. Carl Adolf von Sydow was born on April 10, 1929, in Lund, Sweden. His father, Carl Wilhelm von Sydow, served as an ethnologist and professor of folkloristics at Lund University. His mother, Baroness Maria Margareta Rapp, was a school teacher. Sydow had partial German ancestry, with a paternal ancestor, David Sydow, who migrated from Pomerania to the Kalmar region in 1724. His mother also had partial Pomeranian descent. Although raised as a Lutheran, Sydow adopted agnosticism in the 1970s. During his time at the Dramaten, Sydow made his debut on screen in Alf Sjoberg's films Only a Mother and Miss Julie. Joining the Norrköping-Linköping Municipal Theatre in 1951, he performed in 9 plays, including Peer Gynt. In 1953, he moved to the City Theatre in Helsingborg, playing various roles in a 2-year tenure, including Prospero in The Tempest and the lead role in the Pirandello play Henry IV. Sydow's theatrical accomplishments earned him critical acclaim, and in 1954, he received the Royal Foundation of Sweden's Cultural Award, recognizing promising young actors. In 1971, Sydow starred in The Touch, Bergman's inaugural English-language film, portraying a doctor dealing with his wife's infidelity. In 1973, he featured in one of his more commercially successful films, William Friedkin's The Exorcist, 1973, as Father Lancaster Marin, earning his second Golden Globe nomination. He reprised the role in the sequel, Exorcist II, The Heretic, 1977. In 1977, Cito marked his Broadway debut alongside Eileen Atkins and Bibi Andersson in Per Olof Enquist's The Night of the Tribades, centered on the writer August Strindberg. In 1981, he co-starred with Anne Bancroft in Tom Kempinski's play Duet for One, revolving around cellist Jacqueline du Pré. Cito debuted on the British stage in 1988 at the Old Vic, playing Prospero in The Tempest, a role he initially portrayed in Sweden 3 decades prior. Max von Sydow wed actress Christina Inga Brita Olin in 1951. They shared parenthood of 2 sons, Klaas and Henrik, both of whom joined him in the movie Hawaii. The duo officially parted ways in 1979. Von Sydow entered matrimony with French documentarian Catherine Breillat in 1997 and embraced Breillat's 2 adult sons, Cédric and Yvon, from her previous union. Sydow made a move to Paris after tying the knot with Breillat. By 2002, he acquired French citizenship, necessitating the relinquishment of his Swedish citizenship. Sydow's religious stance was reported to be that of either an agnostic or an atheist. In a 2012 conversation with Charlie Rose, he revealed that Ingmar Bergman had assured him of contacting him posthumously to demonstrate the existence of an afterlife. When pressed by Rose if he had received such communication from Bergman, Sydow acknowledged it, but opted not to delve into further details regarding the precise significance of Bergman's assurance. In the same dialogue, he characterized his youthful self as a skeptic, but asserted that such doubts had dissipated, aligning himself with Bergman's conviction in Life Beyond Death. Jason Davis. Jason Davis had a minor part as the youngster at the cinema in the 1998 film Rush Hour. Davis passed away in Los Angeles, California, on February 16, 2020, marking the 19th anniversary of Recess, School's Out, 2001, at the age of 35. The cause of his death was attributed to the impacts of fentanyl, and it was determined to be an accident. Born in Salt Lake City, Utah, on October 14, 1984, Davis was the offspring of Nabil Zarif, a Turkish-American immigrant and wine grower, and Nancy Davis, a Jewish American. Nancy was the daughter of industrialist and billionaire Marvin Davis, and Davis was the grandson of Barbara Davis. He had 2 siblings, Brandon Davis and Alexander Davis, along with 2 half-sisters, Isabella and Mariella Rickel, from his mother's subsequent marriage to Ken Rickel. Davis played a prominent role on Recess as Mikey Blumberg from 1997 to 2001. He also made appearances on Seventh Heaven as Dwight Jefferson and featured on Millionaire Matchmaker and Jezebel. Davis joined the cast of the 4th season of VH1's Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew, chronicling his treatment for substance abuse. At the time of his passing, Davis was slated to appear in the forthcoming television series, The Two Jasons. Frances Fong. Frances Fong is another member of the ensemble from the movie who has passed away. Fong played the role of the socialites in the film. She passed away on October 24, 2012. Details regarding the location and cause of death remain undisclosed. Born as Frances Chung in Honolulu, within what was then the territory of Hawaii, her parents, Frances Chung and Emma Leong Chung, were both born in Hawaii to immigrants from China. She had 1 elder brother. Her father commenced his career as an electrician, repairing appliances in a shop, and later ascended to an executive role in a lumber company. When the children reached school age, her mother worked as a packer in a pineapple cannery. English was the sole language Frances Chung grew up speaking. Frances Chung attended Kalihiweana Elementary, Kalakaua Junior High, and Roosevelt High School. During her time at Roosevelt, she actively participated in student government, volunteered in the school library, and was a member of the a cappella choir and swim club. Additionally, she belonged to the school's Allied Youth Organization, serving as its vice president. While in high school, Frances Chung took part in USO entertainments in Hawaii and performed in a recurring community variety show named The Gay 90s. After a brief stint at LBCC, Frances Chung appeared in a show for war workers at Douglas Aircraft Corporation. Frances Lederer noticed her and brought her to the attention of MGM scouts, who tested her for a part in Holiday in Mexico. Although her performance was ultimately edited out, she secured a contract. Throughout her tenure at MGM from 1945 to 1948, she continued to use the billing name Frances Chung, despite getting married in May 1946. She was loaned to 20th Century for an uncredited role in Anna and the King of Siam, and later to Universal for a 13-part serial Lost City of the Jungle, marking her first credited role. Returning to MGM in 1947, she appeared in Dark Delusion. In 1948, she was loaned out again, this time to Paramount for Saigon. Her final film in 1948 might have been completed after her MGM contract concluded, an independent production titled Women in the Night. While a somewhat sensational melodrama, it did provide her with screen credits and garnered newspaper publicity. Raised in Honolulu, Frances Chung earned a reputation as a proficient swimmer and body surfer during her formative years. She held an affinity for fishing and underwater diving, skills imparted to her by her father. Developing a taste for Russian cuisine, she mastered the art of its preparation. Frances participated in a charitable automobile race and rally alongside fellow public figures in 1962. When Frances Chung initially signed an MGM contract in 1945, she encountered actor Leslie Fong, fresh from his role in Tokyo Rose. Their union took place on May 18, 1946, in San Francisco, where Fong's family owned a men's clothing store. Two sons, Leslie Howard Fong Jr. and Brian Fong, were born to the couple, both venturing into the realm of acting. While wedded to Leslie Fong, Frances Chung retained her birth name for professional acknowledgments. Following the birth of their second son, the couple divorced. Subsequently, Frances Chung crossed paths with and wedded George Kim Fong, a certified public accountant and United States Army Air Forces veteran from Oakland, California. Together, they welcomed a son and maintained their primary residence in San Francisco. It was only with this second marriage that she adopted Frances Fong for professional credits. George and Frances Fong shared a mutual fascination with Chinese ceramics, generously contributing their extensive collection to the Berkeley Art Museum in 1996. Tommy Bush, who portrayed the bomb practice sergeant, is another member of the cast from the 1998 film Rush Hour, who has passed away. An American actor, Tommy Bush achieved recognition for his roles in various films and television series. Notable among them are The Wild Bunch, 1969, The Outlaw Josey Wales, 1976, and The Long Riders, 1980. Born on February 6, 1928, in Orange County, California, Bush initiated his acting journey in the 1950s, making appearances in television shows like The Adventures of Rin Tin Tin, The Lone Ranger, and Gunsmoke. His debut, significant film role came in The Wild Bunch, 1969, where he portrayed Tektor Gorch. Tommy Bush continued to leave his mark in the Western genre, with appearances in films such as The Outlaw Josey Wales, 1976, and The Long Riders, 1980. Additionally, he featured in other notable movies like The Great Northfield, Minnesota Raid, 1972, The Missouri Breaks, 1976, and The Rose, 1979. Throughout his career, Tommy Bush was married twice, first to actress Joanne Dru and later to actress and singer Joanne Flug. He has 2 children from his first marriage. With an estimated net worth of $2 million, Bush's legacy in the entertainment industry remains. Deirdre O'Brien. Deirdre O'Brien, another member of the film's cast, has passed away. O'Brien, although uncredited in the films, contributed to their ensemble. Raised by a former Catholic nun, Deirdre O'Brien ventured from San Carlos, California to Hollywood in the mid-1990s. Despite a brief stint at UC Riverside without graduation, she relocated to Los Angeles to pursue acting. By 1996, she joined the Screen Actors Guild and predominantly worked as a background actor in feature films, television, and commercials. Known for her shy demeanor, long blonde hair, and distinctive pale features, Deirdre appeared in over a dozen films, including Rush Hour and Candyman 3. In certain instances, like The Suburbans, her casting was based on her resemblance to pop singer Cyndi Lauper, a comparison she did not appreciate. Concurrently, she engaged in stage performances as a member of the Vampire Technology Group, showcasing her talents at prominent Los Angeles fetish events. From 1998 to 2003, Deirdre was both a friend and roommate of fellow actor Luis E. Rosas. This period marked personal challenges, including the loss of both parents, struggles with addiction, and a persistent eating disorder. Faced with limited success in her acting career, she ceased working in 2002, entering a period of decline. In June 2003, she welcomed her son Damien. Deirdre O'Brien is survived by an elder brother, Robert O'Brien. On September 27, 2007, her deteriorating health succumbed to a fatal brain aneurysm. Despite her guarded age, she departed too soon. Deirdre O'Brien's memory endures through her contributions to film and in the hearts of those who recall her. Thank you so much for joining us on this incredible journey today. We hope you enjoyed the content and found it both informative and entertaining. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to give us a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button below. It really helps support the channel and ensures you won't miss out on any future uploads. We love hearing from our viewers, so drop a comment down below and let us know your thoughts on today's video. What topics or themes would you like to see us explore next? Your feedback is invaluable, and we're always striving to create content that you'll love.